of the physical body is going to determine how to repair what's damaged. And then it's going to go to work, reorganizing you at a genetic level, a DNA level. So they said that man used to live thousands of years, and all of a sudden his years was restricted to 120. What happened? Well, microbiology tells us that if the genes didn't lose the sheath, the body wouldn't age. But as the genes replicate and they lose the sheath, what is the sheath? It's like a wax covering on a cardboard box that you want to put milk in. It's the sheath would be the wax covering. Somebody took it when it used to cover the entire body of the gene, so when it replicated in its full. The body didn't die. The body didn't age beyond what we would consider 30 years. This is eternal life. Y'all want the keys? This is the master key to the master kingdom. For those that got ears to hear, let them hear it. For only the wise will respond to wise words, and the fool will be damned to himself. And once you incorporate the whole light body, it'll repair this sheath. It will completely engulf your DNA with the sheath. You want to know your key to eternal life. Protecting the genes. And we thought it was about breeding the genes. No. It's about you waking up. Incorporate your light body to conceal the gene totally in the sheath. You can only do this by opening up your heart chakra. Now, this is where it gets critical, because the most critical of the chakras is the heart chakra, because there is where you get the elixir of eternal life. And it's a mitochondrial response. It's very critical that you, God is a man, motherfuckers, understand this. It's a mitochondrial response. The sensation of love comes in such abundance that there is a euphoria that compels you to dance to what they call the ringing of the spheres. The ringing of the spheres is the reorganizing of a damaged hermetic matrix of ascension. It was damaged on purpose. And before I already told y'all how it was damaged by sending a bomb between dimensions and the collider and exploding it, your Big Bang. But here we go in this matrix now. The matrix is here. What did we decide to do with it once it was established? We decided to use it as the nova, the newborn star, incarnate into the physical flesh. It begins to acquire experiences that allows it to balance itself internally until the energy that it produces becomes what we call a perpetual energy production, which means that the whole star being that's in the physical form, you a whole star in a body. This is your light body. Now, when you incorporate this aspect of the self, you will literally turn a light on, illumination within the body. That's why they call it illumination, Luciferian, and they wanted to give you all these negative connotations for, well, whatever, y'all fall for whatever. I'm just telling you the keys. So next, when you clean the liver, your heart chakra, a nerve ganglia, is actually located on the spine behind your heart. The heart does for the body the same thing a heart monitor does for a doctor in a hospital. It tells you how healthy your heart chakra connection is to your physical form. when you develop a hardening of the arteries, that means that your input-output is not properly lubricated. So what did this tell me? This tell me that you are not getting enough omega-369s in the body to keep the arteries open and and pliable without them dry rotting like an old water pipe. If you look at a water pipe, there's a wax coating. It's the same with the sheath on the DNA. You have to wax coat the DNA. Now, when the whole light body begins to assimilate into this physical body, your thought processes is going to increase about 1,000-fold. And you're going to go through experience similar to that movie Limitless when he took the NZT, right? When he took the NZT, it opened up what they call neurological networks in the brain that allowed him to absorb more information on a conscious level like he does on a subconscious level. So that's giving us a clue that we need to bring our conscious thinking parallel with our subconscious thinking. Because if we think at the rate of our subconscious mind and not limit our conscious mind, we become limitless. So the exercise comes in after you start doing the physical maintenance of the organism so you can incorporate a full body matrix of a light body without blowing the fuse, meaning exploding your own heart, strokes, because you didn't do your work. So you have to clean the filters and allow it to now start moving according to the universal energies that's lining up with the DNA as we speak. The energy of the universe is dictating the pace of the development because it's back on track. There's nothing now that can stop those who's supposed to incorporate the light body from incorporating it. If the light body is going into a physical form that has clean filters but is damaged, it will begin to go in at a rate in which the body can absorb it because it can read the signature of the damage, and the light body is never intent on harming the physical form because it wants to use it to gain these types of experiences. So when the system was hijacked, we had to go get it back. So we got it back. And so now all of us start to remember stuff or have flashes. The women begin to suffer what they call a Sybil effect. They all remember being the same goddess, but they don't know why is this woman pretending to be me. It's the Sybil effect. It's in the Akashic records, written as like a reservoir of hive energy of the earth, women's earthright that was kept concealed. When the final key in the beehive, the door to the beehive is a keyhole. When the final key go into the beehive and unlocks the door and unlocks the hive, it frees the bees. What bees? The bees in the trap. What trap? The trap house next door. Remember that? Land of Milk and Honey. The bees in the trap is the girl next door in disguise. That's the unknown queen. Right? And so these are the clues that we follow when we read the universe around us from a good spatial awareness. We look around and we see a thing and we don't understand what does it mean. There's nothing around you that does not have a definition according to the laws of creation. Everything is energy. And there's a signature of energy that you can read in the way trash is strewn across the street. You know when you turn the corner that the dogs tore that trash up versus a car ran that garbage bag over versus it was a big gang fight in the street and there's trash everywhere from that shit. You know the difference before you ever process what it is. You say, look, they've been fighting. See her tumbleweave? All in the street? Yep, they've been fighting over here, girl. You sure have. You see the trash in the street. You read the energy signature of the trash. So what I'm telling you, you already know. You're not knowing, or you are told to restrict yourself from being who you were, because if you can't be who you are, then you can't become what you're supposed to be. So they put these parameters of yourself on you. You got to remember Psalms 82:6. Thanks, Will. I remember, bruh. Psalms 82:6. For I have said ye are gods, all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall fall asunder like the princes and die like men. Don't forget that. Because we can all be touched. But lest we be touched by the spirit of the righteous one, when she turned this love response on, if y'all that don't want to believe, that's your option, but it's going to tear your ass up. It's going to turn your ego off and that light body on. And if that ego was so powerful and it got a bigger void to fill at a faster pace, you're going to look like a fucking idiot slamming your head into cars and walls and shit, flopping around in the street like a fish because you didn't do your work. So I'm trying to give y'all the shortcut where the spirit body can read the damage that's left by the shutting off of the ego by cleaning the filtration system. So now, Doc Pittman, for y'all that's in here, everybody that is interested in getting any type of herbal remedies to help clean the liver, the gallbladder, the kidneys, the intestines, at a mild pace that does not upset the body, so you can incorporate a whole light body at a smoother pace. Who's ever interested, type Doc Pittman in the comments, and he'll get tagged, and he'll listen to this video, and then the ones that contacted him, he will put you a package together to help get that cleansing started. Some of y'all can benefit from putting Max Main in if you think that your metabolism is too slow and you've already been doing your filtration. He got an excellent product called a tummy torch. So for those that want that and want to lose some of that subcutaneous fat around the midsection faster, put Max Main in the comment and he'll watch the video, and then he'll be able to tell you how to get the tummy torch to help you burn that and it also gives you extra energy, and it boosts your immune system in order for you to be able to incorporate this light body as it comes in. These are people in my hometown that I've sat down with, and I've we went over this type of information. I'm just giving you the people. Like Doc Pittman is a licensed practitioner, so he can write you the whole write-up. I'm not licensed, so I have to give you a person that is licensed. So even when you put him in there, DOC Pittman, he should pop up, and you should probably see the Panther guy, Chitaka, whatever his name is, sitting in the chair, is his screensaver. Max Main is at Max Out Fitness, and he can get you the tummy torch. It's an energy booster. Some people want to get away from coffee. I love coffee, but some people want to get away from the coffee. You drink a couple cups of this in the morning, or a couple sips of this in the morning, get you right. And this is just getting the body ready. You just got to also work on your mind. The easiest way to work on your mind is find everything that you got a disdain for, your dislike, and try to figure out, why am I scared of mice? Did a mouse ever do anything to me? Try to get rid of the fears, the hang-ups, the grudges, and the setbacks. If you had suffered a setback in the past, you can't unspill that milk. You have to let that go in order for you to not have that blockage of the ego attachment. You have to let it go, but it don't mean forget it. It means that there is a energy synergy that you need to recognize the things that you went through and experienced in life made you develop into who you are in life. And so when you get ready to take in the full body matrix of the whole light body, when you get ready to take this in, it'll now move according to how it can read your nerves better because they are unobstructed. The next thing you need to incorporate is a heavy metals flush and catch cleanse. And this is normally nitroline. Not nitroline is to put oxygen in the blood. It's an amino acid which is excellent to help the body to respirate at a cellular level. Nitroline, it's an NO2 potentiator, and that helps the body breathe at a cellular level. Nitroline. Then you have it's a green algae, parsley and this green algae called. But together, the parsley flushes the metals up into the blood, and the green algae catches it, attaches, and then it takes it through the filtration system to be expelled. A lot of people do the flush, raise the metals up in the blood, and it clogs up the nerve endings and causes strokes. You don't want to do that. You need both of them together. And that's why I'm giving you Dr. Pittman as a reference for a consultation, because I know he already know what to do because we already went over it. And he knew exactly what to do without me having to tell him what he need to do. So he knew it before I ever met him. And so he's certified in it. And he had, yes, cilantro. Cilantro and spirulina. Yep, that's the one. Those two together. One is a flush. Cilantro is a flush. Spirulina is a catch on the heavy metals. The lead, the mercuries, and you got different, what they call isotopes of copper. You got non-toxic copper, and then you have toxic copper. You have a deficient of magnesium, and this is why you brown, not green. Your body decided to convert from a magnesium, copper, oxygen synthesis when you was vegan to a copper, iron, oxygen synthesis, causing the iron to rust, causing the tarnishing of the copper and the rusted iron to give this color, appearance, and complexion, that ruddy red complexion. And this is what takes place in your body. I'm not telling you rocket science. This is your day. We should have been taught this in the 3rd grade. And right now, 90% of the world's problem wouldn't exist. And the 10% that did exist was because we liked them here. But they would have resolved themselves if we would have been taught what I'm telling y'all now. These are things to get. Now, people say, well, I can't eat healthy all the time because I'm always on the go. The rule of thumb is do the best you can with what you got. That's it. Because every time you do the best you can with what you got, God make a way for what you got to give you a better way to do more of what you can. It's just that simple. And so it's a synergy with the universe. You balancing yourself with creation in order to incorporate a whole light body as we go into an ascension phase. Ascension don't mean shit. The only thing ascension mean is the vibrating, oscillating of the density of the reality is speeding up. That's all it means. That's ascension. The shit gonna still look just like this. But when it speed up, the world around you will change for the better. Because you will move from what we call the age of man at the Schumann resonance to the age of the ancients, return with the angel resonance. The goal is to try to get as close to 444 in the resonance of the earth sky synthesis. The sky meaning your upper ozone. It's double oxygen molecule. It's breathing. It's respirating. Where is it getting it from? The ground. How does it get it? The water takes it to it. This is why it said the water bearer. The water bearer is the one that cleans the air in order for the clean water which carries the clean prayers up to the atmosphere, which changes the lens. The lens that we call the atmosphere. It's a lens like an eyeball lens. You giving it cataract surgery by staying at home. By clearing the fog and the ozone, are you giving the lens cataract surgery? What's going to happen? It's going to change the frequency and the rate in which the solar rays penetrate to the core of the earth, and it's going to clean up the balance between the two in order for the earth to vibrate at the right wavelength in the fifth dimensional vibrational framework where we supposed to be at. It's all physics and